What's going on, guys? It's your boy Random Guy Kevin. This is Thoughts of a Random Guy. We talk about many things dealing with love, dating, relationships, adulting, life's ups and downs, and the ever-evolving world of just being a human. Don't forget to check in on all your favorite social media platforms at Random Guy Kev and my website, randomguykev.com. Today's topic is something about traveling. Yeah, Let's Travel Lot Club. And my guest hosts for this episode are...
TaylorMade.
Drew.
And thank you, gentlemen, for joining me for this episode. So when we talk about Let's Travel Not Club, like, you know, in our younger years, we spent a lot on clubbing as far as like getting sections. We would get sections because sections was the thing to get.
Well, I mean, I think that's more so a thing now.
I think so when we were younger. I mean,
when I was younger, I didn't care about going to the club sweating, like walking out like
I like
sweaty
space.
and shit.
Yeah, I like space. Yeah,
but now it's all about convenience. Like, I want to sit down. I want to sit down real quick.
but I think that's life general. As you get older, everything's about convenience. You got the money now, so why not pay for it?
I definitely will pay convenience nowadays.
All about convenience at the end of the day. So like, let's talk about travel. So it's like, if we traveling, instead of spending $1,000 for a bottle, like that $1,000 can go straight to a hotel stay for like a weekend of some sort, and then extra funds, of course, more than $1,000 to do other stuff in that country or wherever you're staying. But like, if we're staying in a country now, like, it's like, do you have to change your friend group for that? For like the club friends versus the travel friends?
So let me just so for me, I didn't get into travel until I was older.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say I was definitely that person that spent hundreds of dollars at the club a night, bottles, just buying friends drinks and stuff like that. Where I thought about it, I could have, spent those experiences going places. So now I actually do like travel more, and I do think that just like myself, where traveling wasn't a big thing. I don't know if it was a socio-economical situation, but I know a lot of like my like family and stuff who I be wanting to travel with are not. It's not travel
there.
Culture now.
Yeah.
And if it's not like going like a AC or, and I'm dead ass serious for where I'm from.
When he
like,
says AC, he means Atlantic City, New Jersey.
City, yeah. So it's like my sister is coming to Jamaica with me for my birthday. She just got her passport. She's got her passport just to go. Damn. Whereas like I've been out of the country multiple times. So I do think you do have those club friends. Mm-hmm. You do have those travel friends. But I also even think like the travel wear friends is different.
Mm. I mean, for you, Shaq?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Sorry.
I've been drinking.
I'm
about to make me a cup.
Like traveling, like clubbing, we used to go out.
So this is the thing. I started clubbing really young.
Yeah.
At 16, I was working at nightclubs. I was all through Philly nightlife.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing this for a really long time. It's like at my age now, I'm 31. I can't tell you last time I've been to a club. Like if I go in for a bachelor party or something crazy where we're going somewhere, if I go, I'll go. I'm getting a section though. I like space. I don't like people touching me. I want my liquor. I want to be left alone essentially when I go to the club now. Like when I was younger, you put Pinnacle, Shampoo, all of the Play. What was it?
Trilogy.
You name the club in Philly nightlife, and I had already probably been there. I knew people that worked there. All of them. I worked in the industry, so like at the time, it was like a thing. And I was underage then. Like fun fact. I hung with older people, so I ran with older people. So I'm in these clubs, in these sections, at these bars. I bartended a little bit in Philly. I was under fucking age. I didn't belong nowhere near a bar. By the time they found out, it was my 21st birthday. How old are you turning? Club owners and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, we could have lost our liquor license fucking with you. Yeah. Again, I did a lot of it. So, like, now in this age, even when I go anywhere, I have no desire to club. I am a drunk by noon, at home, relaxing by 7.
Comfortable.
And 7's a stretch too, because I could be home by 4. Yeah. Hell, I could be home by 3 if you start at 1. You know what I mean? And call it a fucking day.
I'm good.
That's just me. Like, we good. I don't need too much. I need just enough.
But that's the thing. It's like, all right, I'm hitting a day party. We're talking about day parties now.
Again,
as older folks, we talk about
I don't need too much.
Day parties, and I'm
1
good.
to 3 is crazy.
I don't need too much.
That's the 1 to 3.
I came here to get drunk.
But
I'm
like,
that's a day breeze.
That's a day breeze.
But the thing is, would you rather spend your money going out of country versus like spending it on like a club where you're buying a section.
I think we're comparing apples and oranges here.
At this age.
I think we're comparing apples and oranges because I'm going to do both. I make enough money to do all of it. So if I opt to do whatever on the weekend,
social economical.
If I want to go and get drunk on a fucking Saturday, Sunday to brunch 2 times a weekend or do whatever, I can go do that. And if I want to travel out of the country next week, if I want to travel out of the state, if I want to do whatever I want next weekend, I can do that too. So I think personally, it just depends on what I'm in the mood for. Now, personally, me, again, this day and age, I don't really want to club too much, but if I travel, say I go to Houston for the weekend, or I go to, I don't know, Atlanta for the weekend, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to have a fucking good time. I'm going to hit the club. And if my friends that I'm with, I know them niggas I'm with going to want to drink, they going to want to show their ass, so we're going over to whatever club, we go in the compound, we get in the section there. Am I happy? I ain't mad, but like, what the fuck? Like, we could have did something. I could have ate this money. I'd rather ate this money. Let's put that at the club.
We could have got food or something.
I would have rather ate this money.
You feel like as you get older, right? You know how we went to Miami. We dropped in Miami. We had a good time.
Let's run that back. That was like let's just fact check that. This was like I worked at the Port Authority then. This might have been 20. I wasn't out of college. Was I out of college?
You was. Like probably a year out.
I don't even think I was. I might have been months out. This might have been August. I might have just graduated. This probably be 2015.
Yes.
When we did that, and it was improv as hell. Him and Obi in Atlanta hit me up. I mean, in Miami.
South
hit me up. We going to Miami. Mind you, I'm like, all right, I'll let y'all know. This is probably like in that maybe noon or something that day.
Like noon.
I'm looking up flights that afternoon. I'll book a flight and leave work. Go grab a bag.
He saw us having a good time.
Head
He was
to
like,
Newark
I'm out
Airport
here.
and meet these niggas in fucking Miami for the weekend. We had a good time though. We had a lot of fun.
It was a good time, and then it's like at my big age, I was like. I'm probably 3 years older than Obi.
Put a number on it?
Wait.
Say the name or leave it on the playground.
Obi.
Okafor.
That's 13. Fall 13.
He's spring 11.
Yeah, spring 11.
Spring 11.
Oh.
A Mecca brother.
A Mecca brother. Is that spring 11 or is that?
Yeah.
He's spring 11.
He's spring 11. Like spring 11.
So I want to say I was.
Oh, when you say Obi.
This was probably my last South Beach trip because Obi's never been, and you was just like, fuck it, we all here.
Miami was like Miami. That was around when Frontier was like popping. You get your little $50 holiday to Miami. On a Friday and a $50 bet, you can go $100 round trip to Miami. What a time to be alive!
Yo, and you go to Miami, right? And then you have the 2-hour open bars. If you found the right hotel, you was staying at. And we stayed at the right hotel because I knew because we was hitting South Beach like year after year.
That was such a random trip.
It was the randomest trip, and then like we found a thing that took us a shuttle that took us to an open bar that took us to the club. And we didn't even buy a section.
Y'all niggas cut up so bad that weekend.
It was terrible because he even bought a bottle of E&J.
Y'all cut up real bad.
I don't drink E&J, but he bought a bottle of E&J, and then we like
y'all cut up real bad that weekend. I was there as a spectator. But I'm like, my God, today. What a moment!
I had to say, I'm 28.
I missed the Miami weekend trips, bro.
I was 28. I had to be 28. 28, 27.
So I had to be 12 then. Yeah. Like if you was 28,
I
was 12.
Don't blame me
if
like
you was
that.
28, I was probably like a smooth maybe 21, 22.
Like I feel like you just like.
I was young.
You just got the job at Port Authority, and you like loved it. You loved it. You loved Port Authority.
I actually low key like looking back, it's kind of crazy the way that was set up. I was on a trajectory for a certain type of career, and I thought I wanted it. Looking back, life became almost so much better. But like, if I can go back, like working at the Port Authority, I really, really love that company.
But that's the thing. It's
I love my work that I did there.
But that's the thing. It's like working in New York. It made us always want to go to the clubs out in New York and be like.
It made y'all niggas want to go to clubs. I just want to go get drunk. I had a happy hour, get drunk again, and go home.
He would pop up.
You was good with that.
He was popping up.
I would pop up. We all meet here. We
well, you live far.
We doing a section.
I remember. You know, I lived in the boonies in New Jersey. So I'm like, if I miss this fucking last train home, I'm sleeping in New York with y'all. Like, I'm going to your house.
See, man has somewhere to stay.
I'm going to your fucking house. So
we doing the thing, and that's the thing. We're doing a section. We're here. We're doing a happy hour. We're here. We don't give a fuck because like
I lived there for years.
Yeah, and we was just there. We hitting this shit. And then I don't know when life changed where we just started being like, yo, fuck this club shit. We hitting like let's get out of the country. Let's just start doing shit that's not here.
I think club culture changed And I also think it became popular for our age to travel and go to different places. Like a lot of countries buy.
I'd rather spend my money on a flight than I would on eating it or drinking it somewhere around the corner.
That became a big popular thing, like black travel, like young black travel and stuff like that. Friend travel groups.
Not even for Instagram. I thought everybody was doing it for the fucking gram. How everybody? I mean, are you really? If you ain't doing it for your birthday,
that's how Tulum became the big travel joint. Everybody want to start going to Tulum.
Yeah,
like we had the little wooden joint, workout joint.
It's like, are you really
wooden gym and shit? Like,
yeah, the wooden gym. But the thing is, like, I feel like for our generation, it was like more so like that's when Instagram started to get more popping. But we just like, let's try something else. Let's get out of the country. Let's do something, even if it's out of state. We're hitting Vegas. We're hitting Cali. We're doing this. And then we started hitting like DR and Puerto Rico, and it's like, oh, okay, this is not as.
So for me, I always travel like in the country. Mm-hmm. Like I went to Houston twice. I had been to Miami like once or twice by then. I went to Atlanta a lot of different times. Virginia, like Baltimore, like always took trips to Baltimore. Driving down to DC all the time. New York a lot. But it wasn't really maybe I didn't go out the country the first time I think until like 2018.
Okay.
The first time I went out of the country was 2018.
I feel like a lot of people didn't start going out the country until it was like it started becoming a trending thing where it's like everybody's doing it.
I don't know. See, I kind of disagree with that. I mean, again, like I think traveling out of the country was like a thing I almost said before it was like a thing. Like, yeah, now I think people doing it for the gram, but like a lot of people that are doing it for the gram don't got the fucking money.
Yeah.
So people that are doing it for show and shit like that, they're going out of the country because they trying to, I don't know, put something on or give niggas something. Like, we started going out of the country, I feel like, I don't want to say college, but like towards the end of college, we were coming to graduation, different shit. Some of us were traveling, doing things, but it was before, I think, traveling for Instagram was a thing. It was more so like, nigga, I want to see the fucking world. The world's a lot bigger than what I'm used to. I come from maybe, I don't want to say a small town, but I come from a city where a lot of people do a lot of shit. So like, let me go and see what this is like. Come on, y'all, let's go and do whatever. Like the world is so much bigger than these, I don't want to say so many blocks, but these so many blocks. The world's a lot bigger than this shit. And I think a lot of us did not know that or were aware of that. And now as an adult, like, you move out of your city, you go certain places, and then you learn like, oh shit, like, bro, the world was this big for so long to me. Yeah. Going to this.
That's why I love to travel.
Getting on this one little bus or going down here was like, oh my God, I'm going so far. It's like, the world's bigger than that.
Yeah.
The world is bigger than that. Getting on this, I can get on this 400, go down to wherever. The world is bigger than going to Philly. Like, I can go somewhere outside of Philadelphia.
I think it's in the Northeast region, it was more so like, all right, we going to Philly or we going
to New York?
Maybe Boston. Boston is in the conversation sometimes, but it's not.
But I feel like AC was also fun too. Like,
AC was a spot.
AC was it used to be.
It's fell off now, but AC was definitely a spot.
Before what's the hurricane? Katrina?
No.
Yeah.
Sandy.
Sandy.
Katrina.
I said Katrina. No, before Sandy. So it was like 4040 used to be down there. And a lot of people don't know 4040 used to be down there. I was like, memorable,
or like faintly memorable nights in Atlantic City.
I have a lot of memorable nights in AC.
I'm going to the AC and cut the fuck up something like, yo, what did we do last night?
I went out for a Future concert. I got a Groupon for like $7.
At the Harrah's, going down to the Harrah's. Stay at the Harrah's and gamble. Get on the roulette table, win me a couple dollars.
The thing is, that's still traveling.
Was so crazy.
You still traveling. You're still traveling outside your space.
Again, depends who you talk to. Because I wasn't traveling. I went to AC
because you lived in that. Because you lived in that area. Yeah. For me, I'm living in North Jersey. That was traveling for me.
That was a night out, huh?
That was a drive. That's a drive. Like, and then you coming to New York to spend a weekend?
AC is like a 2-hour drive for you at least.
It's a 2.5 hour drive.
It was for me too, for where I was living at the time.
No, you lived like, I don't know.
Yeah, I lived in Branchburg.
I don't know what that's
but
in the middle of nowhere.
Then doing shit like spending a weekend out in New York, like, hey, we hitting this day party. Like, what's up? And we used to have day parties regular.
We did. We used to or happy hours. We got
the corner social. Trips,
yeah.
Disrespectfully.
Living in New York was like, that was a moment. Let me tell you something. Living in the fucking city, it was always something. And if it wasn't something, it was something. And if you didn't know anybody to where you went, you knew somebody when you got there. Like, working in New York, Lower Manhattan, I will say, like, going to Harlem after work, if I didn't know, what's something going on? We all going to happy hour down here.
Yeah.
If I didn't know people, I knew somebody by the time I got to, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, it's lit. Oh, I bet. I'm good. I got my drinking partner for the night. Like, it's fine. Like, whatever. Yeah.
So I got my drinking partner for the
night. Look, I know one because
but that's what it was.
You go somewhere and it's like you don't know nobody. It's like, I'm gonna say uncomfortable, but it's strange to a degree. Like, I'm here at this bar, everybody getting fucked up. I don't know nobody here.
It turned into a point where we all started working in New York at the same fucking time.
Everybody was in Manhattan somewhere. Oh, well, this person worked there. He alone in Manhattan. They in Harlem. This person's here. So everybody after work, you go get fucked up.
This shit was so bad when
Those Friday happy hours used to be crazy. I would miss my train and be pissed off. Like, guess what? I guess I'm sleeping in New York tonight. I gotta go all the way uptown to get the fuck home. Oh, I don't miss that shit. It's like,
I feel like that you tie that into.
It's the culture.
Yeah, you tie that into like I'm not clubbing, but I'm kind of traveling where I need to go to be lit and have a good time.
And no party. It's nothing. So as much as New York, it's like purgatory. New York to me, New York was like steps over hell, in my opinion. Hate that fucking place. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you, going back and thinking back, I had some amazing nights and experiences in New York City. As much as that place has I have nothing nice to say about it. But I will say,
you said I have nothing nice to say about it.
Nothing nice to say. New York is the fucking worst place I've ever stepped my black ass feet. But I had some amazing experiences with amazing people in New York City. I will say that. But fuck that place still.
And then again, living in the general New Jersey, New York, PA area, it makes you want to travel. It makes you want to travel. For me,
I guess it's easy for us to travel.
Yeah, it depends.
Because we have the airport. We had PA, we had Newark.
But then you have trains, you have train stations.
You said New York makes you want to travel?
Yeah, Newark, and living in New Jersey,
I thought
New York.
You said New York. New York makes me want to fight. That don't make me want to do anything productive. New York makes me want to be violent. That place is fucking awful. It's awful.
It's fucking awful. But again, like, I prefer traveling versus clubbing. But even if I'm traveling to club in a different country, that's still a vibe.
Depends who you talk to.
Depending on what country you go to and what the vibe is and who you with.
Yeah, it gets very much leave me and my family alone. I don't like New York. Again, I've had great times, don't get me wrong, but I'm just thinking in terms of like the city itself, the culture. For me, long term,
we're not just talking about New York. We're talking about, say, if you're going to fucking Jamaica or let's say Cuba.
That's not the same. You literally.
That's what I'm saying.
We cited the source for New York a couple times. I'm just saying every time the name comes up, it makes me want to throw up a little bit in my mouth. I don't like that place. It's just not. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite place to turn up. I mean, actually, it's not my favorite place. The culture in itself. I also was a commuter. I didn't live in New York, so for me, I commuted in and out, and I experienced the city for a certain number of hours a day. So that could also be.
And I feel like our younger years, we were just like, this is live, and then we got used to.
It started as a thing. I could not wait. I loved working in New York. Oh, I've been here for this long. It was so gassed up the first 3 months. By month 6, I'm like, oh, fuck this. I can't do this long term. It's like, go last. You know?
But like, all right, so when you travel to a different country, are you up to clubbing in that country, or like hitting a lounge or turning up?
A lounge is always fine. A club, absolutely fucking not for me in this big ass age. I don't want to be in no club with nobody.
Okay.
A lounge, I can get a lounge. It's quieter. I have somewhere to sit. I can drink. There's somebody waiting on me. A club, you fighting to get to the bar. You waiting for your turn. You don't know you're amongst the different age groups of people that clubs. When you 21, your 21-year-old club ain't the same as a 30-year-old club.
Yep.
A 21 ain't the same as a 25. Yeah. And 18 ain't the same as a 21. Yeah. And a lot of these places are 18 and up. So you go to a club, you got a motherfucker on 20. Bro, I am 31 years old. Sit the fuck down. Let's act, accordingly. One foot in front of the other, motherfucker. Where's the line leader at in here? Why are you acting like that?
Where's the line leader?
Why are you acting like that?
Where's the line leader?
Yeah, he said, where the line leader?
Why are you acting like? You understand what I'm saying? You in the club with a 20. I had a friend, one of my friends lived out here that was dating somebody that were a little younger than us. And we went out to the bar one night. Oh, I think y'all should hang out. I think y'all would have a good time. And the way that this person carried themselves in the fucking bar drove me nuts. It was like, yo, I'm actually about to leave. I'm going home.
Yeah.
You can stay if that's what you want to do, but I'm getting in the bar. You're really, really hyped. You know, it was older women in the bar or whatever, and I get all of that. But like, bro, he was young and he acted. It showed up. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm gonna get my shit and go. I'm gonna check out on this one. I gotta go.
I'm clocking out. This not it.
I'm going home. I get where you at and what you going through, but this ain't my lifestyle. I gotta get going.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like when you travel outside the country and then decide to club and party and do what you need to do, I think you shorten your list of people that you would want to do that with. Like,
I don't know. I think it's more so like just a general thing. Like at this big ass, I don't really club with nobody. I don't club my mama. I don't want to club with my wife. I don't want to club with nobody. Clubbing ain't my fucking thing. Like I said, I'll go to brunch and get drunk at lunch. Yeah. I get drunk in front of food.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to get drunk nowhere else outside of that.
Listen, a day party at brunch, that's all I'm about.
It depends on what the space is. Because some of these, like these LA day parties, like people are it's standing room. It's standing room unless you buy a section. It's standing room. A lot of places are standing room. The ones that I've been to are standing room unless you buy a section.
Am I buying a section at my big age? Am I buying a section to just stand and just like.
I feel like we've gone to day parties in the past. I'm trying to think back. We went to at least one together out here.
We've been to a couple.
Yeah, in LA, and it's just like to me the energy. It's just not my vibe at this big age.
I'd rather just travel. Like if I'm traveling, we gonna be drunk.
But see, that's the thing. I think traveling when you travel somewhere, I feel like there's no budget, there's no guideline, there's no window to stop. When you out of the country, I think when I go out of the country, I'm not checking my swipes.
Yeah,
I have it. I'm going to spend that. That's what I'm here to do. But if I'm home in LA going to some shit because it's Saturday and everybody's going to whatever festival or whatever, girl, fuck y'all. I'm not spending that money here. Is it worth it? Because I can go somewhere else and find me bottomless. I can get drunk for a little. I can get me an entree and my bottomless for $12.
Yeah.
It still get fucked up.
Bottomless for $12 a wear.
What's this? Eat This Cafe? I think it's something like that. Ain't that
You've mentioned that before.
I love Eat This Cafe.
If you guys
a friend of mine told me.
We're in Cali right now. We're talking about shit, but Eat This Cafe.
Eat This Cafe. The District by GS is another great one. They don't have bottomless.
God.
Overlands was really good. They just closed that. They closed their doors recently. I felt bad. I think the owner was just old and tired. Amazing brunch. When I tell you amazing dinner, it was just a good place to eat. You got Versailles. There's a lot of places. You want somewhere to eat? Let me know. Follow me on Instagram at Shogo. Really good eats. I'll let you niggas know where to eat at in LA. I've been here 6 years now, something like that. 6 years, 5, 6 years, something like that. I've been here a minute. It's kind of like home.
Because some people say the food in LA is trash.
It is. You have to learn them, and once you find your places, you tag to them. So that, like me coming to LA, I will definitely agree. Like going back home, it's a melting pot of shit. Every time I go home. I go back home. I go to Mike's in North Camden to eat. I might stop by Susan Parkside because I used to go over there and get my little sweet teas and shit back in my youth days.
Susan's not open no more.
Again, I don't live in New Jersey. You see what I'm saying? So I come home, go looking for shit.
She be at her sister's store.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, not my.
See, and that's the thing. It comes back. Listen. Let's get back on it.
Sorry.
So it comes back.
I'm bothering on the whole list. All the places I hit when I go home.
Really about to. So it comes back down to. Spending money on just like a club night, a club weekend, whatever, versus just traveling and just like, I mean, I want to go to Nashville,
Tennessee.
Yeah, and try food.
I've never been.
It's urban. It's real urban in Tennessee.
You told me that
Tennessee is real urban. I've been. I had an ex that was there. It's urban as fuck.
I prefer to spend my money on traveling and trying new foods versus like, going back to the club. Because I've experienced the club at my younger years, and I'm like, all right, cool. The club's cool. We bought a section. We did this. All right.
Right.
We spent $1,000. It's a good weekend. We had a good time. All right. Now, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years later, like, do I want to do the same thing? Not unless it's somebody's like birthday that we have to buy a section for.
Right.
Let's go travel somewhere else and try food. Let's go on a fucking food tour. Let's create a food tour.
I hear where you're coming from, but Black people. Black people.
To the people.
You're saying that, but I feel like, it sounds good on paper, but I think when you're being realistic with the people you hanging with, everybody's not going to agree on going to whatever one place. Yeah. You're going to have one nigga 9 out of 10 me because I'm not trying to go to whatever country this is. Do they like niggas? Do they like niggas? Before I go, do they like niggas? Like,
I don't like the N-word, so you guys are.
I love the N-word, niggas. It's like.
I am gonna blur it out every time because
really?
I have to edit this. Yeah,
niggas.
You gonna make it hard for him?
Yeah, you gonna make it hard for me.
Niggers. Right.
So I'm gonna block it out as much as I can. But yeah, it's just, do they like black folks? And I remind people, like, you gave me a suggestion for a place to go to, but
I mean, I think you got to do your research beforehand, and people understand the culture of the country they're going to.
But some people don't care. Some people don't care. They just go.
Even if it isn't the country.
That's how you get arrested too.
It don't even have to be the country. I find it could be like different states and shit. Like, is that your vibe? Before you go down there to the south, is that your fucking vibe? I'm not traveling. There's certain places I don't want to go. Like, being a nigga in America for me personally is enough. I don't want to go somewhere else and be one. Like, I don't.
You don't want to go to Alabama?
Alabama, I actually enjoyed down there. I have a sister-in-law there. I'm talking in terms of like leaving the country and going like to certain countries. Being a nigga in America is a lot. I don't need to be called nigga in France. I don't need to be called nigga nowhere in Europe. I don't need that.
I haven't been to Europe yet. So I thought they love us.
So my wife has been a couple times. I just have no desire to go personally. I'm just like, for me, being a nigga in America is enough. Doing it here, I don't want to go to another predominantly white country to get a nigga. I can do it here.
Yeah.
I have no desire to go. There's nothing there I want to see that I can't see here. And I think here I might have a little bit more pool than I would there. And here my pool is pretty small. So I'm just like,
they like us more there.
You know what I mean? Depends who you talk to. Cause still nigga, like depends who you talk to.
House, you coming like Jay-Z?
Literally,
nigga.
still nigga.
Yeah, I mean, I agree 100% with that.
It all be sounding good on paper, and then once you get somewhere, it's like, oh, this sucks real bad. Like, I done paid this money expecting something different. Now I'm here, they treat me like shit still.
I want to go to Europe and plan a trip to go to Europe, but I just hear certain things about certain places where they see you as a black person, they just like, yeah, you not it. Why you here?
It's like that girl. I don't know if y'all seen that video. This girl, black girl, was like, oh, she walked by a white woman's car. She locked her doors, but she pulled the hands on that fucking car door. When I tell you that shit sent me through the roof. She was like, oh, white lady locked her doors. Like, you could hear her walking by and the lady like locks her, like click. She's like, she pulled the door and the fucking lady in the car screaming. That shit sent me. That's my type of medicine. Leave me alone. Fucking sicko. Leave me alone.
Fucking sicko. So as we get to the end of this episode, do you guys want to talk more about like traveling and not clubbing, like as an adult now? Like what are your
most times I don't. To be quite honest, I have a child and a wife. When I go places, I'm not going there to club. I'm going for R&R. Honestly, I'm going to babysit my baby in another country. I'm going to be a dad somewhere else.
I'm going to be a dad somewhere else.
Fun fact, my first trip was in February. My daughter as a dad was my first trip with my whole family, and it was kind of like, oh my God, wow. This kind of sucks. Sounds crazy. I had a good time with my family, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't what I expected. Like, you're used to vacation in a certain way. You vacation the same way all of your adult years. Now you're going as a fucking dad.
Yeah.
It don't hit the same. I can't drink the way I want to. It's so much shit. You and your spouse, y'all get tore the fuck up. Y'all get burnt, done up. Have a good time. Don't think about shit. Go take y'all little naps, get up. When you have a baby, you cannot do that. Who gonna watch the baby while y'all sleep? You know what I mean? Like, not to mention, you changing their ass, the babies, overstimulated, they're somewhere new, you're trying to navigate space, time differences, so many things. I mean, I just feel like, clubbing for me, it's been a dub. I stopped doing that shit in America years ago. I stopped doing that shit outside of America. It ain't my type of hype. Like, I did it, and I did it a lot when I was young. I did it so much before I was supposed to. Now that I'm supposed to do it, I don't want to. I don't have no interest to do it. Wasting my time and money.
All right, so for me, I think it depends on what my intentions are. Because sometimes I do go to vacation just to get away and relax. Mm-hmm. But like when I go to Jamaica, I'm going to Jamaica to turn up.
Turn up.
Yeah. It's my 35th. I'm going to turn up. It's 8 people going with me.
I love that.
I'm about to have a fucking time.
It's gonna be you go cut
this
the
my sister's first time coming out of the country.
Yeah.
I love that for her.
First time like really vacation outside of like taking her kids to Disney World and stuff like that. But she's never really like been outside. Like my family, we didn't really vacation. We used to go like Wildwood or shit like that. Right. Like that's what we did.
That's the shore in Jersey for people who don't know.
Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, we don't know. So again, I would just say it depends on where I'm going because I've been to like Mexico or something like that. Where sometimes I've been to Mexico to turn up, sometimes I just went just to really relax on the beach and like sleep. Like because I do so
sleeping
much,
on the beach is like amazing.
It's the best.
Yeah. It's the most amazing thing in life.
One time I had I had hammock on like my balcony. Yeah. I asked them because they had the hooks out there, and I asked them could they bring the joint. I like slept out there with a blanket. It was like banging. Like I was sitting there smoking weed, fell asleep, woke up in the morning. Yeah, it was the best. But then again, so like I'm going to Jamaica this time, and like I'm turning up. So I already like paid for 2 of the excursions. I'm about to pay, so I'm going to this lounge called Lounge 2727. Mm-hmm. It's a lounge after I go to dinner at Pier 1. But yeah, so like I have intentions on going out like to turn up. During the day, I'm probably just gonna be asleep. Outside of one of the days, we going like somewhere during the day. But outside of that, yeah,
okay,
I'm turning up. So it depends on the attention on what I'm doing.
Okay, and that's it for this episode, guys. Like you can find me on social media platforms. Random Guy Kev, website, randomguykev.com. Don't forget to check in, and I will catch you guys on the next one.